dear friends, and welcome to Mystic Star Magic. Oh, I am so happy that you are here as we find out what new beginnings are coming your way. So this is actually kind of spirit inspired. I wasn't sure what kind of reading I wanted to do, so then I pulled cards, and the card that came out was all about new beginnings. So this is exciting. So what new beginnings are coming your way? We have tarot cards, oracle cards, divination dice, and of course a sprinkle of charms. Today we have charms, not charm chips, but actual charms. Yay! So for all of you who are new, if you want to find out how to win a personal reading, check the description down below. And if you also want to book a personal reading, check the description down below. I also have all my oracle decks. They're on Etsy, or you can get them straight from Gamecrafters. So that is also both possibilities. I am on TikTok, Instagram, and Pinterest. I'm trying to build a stronger presence there. So check me out and say hi. You can always chat with me there as well. Yeah, I'm just excited. Let's go ahead and clear our mind by taking a deep breath in, closing our eyes, and now as we exhale and open our eyes, look at each deck, each pile, right? Yeah, this one's group 1, this is group 2, and this is group 3. Choose whichever pile draws you to it. Alright, let's do this. Hello, group 1. So you chose this beautiful card, the Owl Spirit, which is all about wisdom. So your new beginning is coming through. I feel like new wisdom, new insight is coming through for you, but especially coming through from your, intuition and spirit coming, because the owl is all about that. Owl can see things we can't normally see. It also makes me feel like this is you're kind of thinking about, worrying about something. It just seems like, look at that face, it's like worry, and then suddenly there's like new insight coming through here. It kind of almost reminds me of the Ace of Swords a little bit. Contemplation, and then spirit gives you that answer or that information you've been wanting. So let's look at the other, because there's more. We also have this miracles coming through. Yeah, look at that. This miracle is almost like a miracle of transformation, possibly also of meeting somebody, because we do have 2 butterflies here. One is, and it kind of reflects this color here. So it's almost like you're worried about something in terms of your first chakra. So it's all about more survival instincts coming through, right? Like survival. And even I feel like that's maybe your worries, because there is a sense of worry. Like I said, like the face looks worried. But then you have this other, the butterfly with over here, which is the butterfly that's purple, and I feel that that's the owl coming through, the transformation of connecting to your 7th chakra. It's almost like the process here. And then the rainbow is actually letting me know, almost like you're allowing all of your chakras to kind of flow through, and that's sort of miracles coming. I do like this a lot. This energy is quite nice. It's a little softer and gentler, but very strong. Let's see what the tarot has for us. So we have the King of Wands. We have the 9 of Coins. Let's actually move these a little bit higher up here, so you can actually, let's put them a little bit higher up there. So we have that, and then we have the 9 of Wands. Interesting. We have the Page of Coins. Yeah, look at that. I almost, I feel like it's interesting because we don't have any swords energy, but I do feel like that clarity is part of that. You also have 2 9s, which is almost, it's letting me know that you are ending a cycle coming through here, which is a good thing. I actually feel like it almost feels like, sometimes I like to watch the progress of the cards, and I feel like, yes, there is progress coming, because we start with the 9 of Wands, but we also go to the King of Wands. So there's progress, and we also go from the 9 of Coins to the Page of Coins, progress again. Now we're going to talk about this new beginning. So the new beginning here is coming from, I feel like, it's just because I'm trying to decide which path I'm going to go first with, and I think I'm going to go with the Wands to say that. So this new beginning is coming from, actually, it has something, you've been struggling, you've been like, there's been a struggle here, with the 9 of Wands, and so, but your determination, it is, again, it almost feels like for me, it's some sort of like a project of like your passion project, or something creative, or something that has passion and creativity coming through here, something that comes from your heart. And you've been struggling with it, you've been through it with it. It just, and it feels like you have, like there were so many obstacles with it. Almost feels like there was a time too where you just felt like, you almost felt like you needed to give up. But you persevered, and this is actually paying off. Now, what your next step is, and to get to this King of Wands energy, says I'm gonna is that now you need to, well, there's a sense of planning, but there's a sense of it's taking charge, if you will, taking charge of your life, taking charge of this, and being kind of like the leader. It's like, you have gone through this, you've done a lot, but now you have to, like, there's that little bit left where you have to charge forward with this, and it's not just in action, but I think almost in belief here. There's like a sense of believing this miracle. It's a sense of like, we need to transform this, like determination into action and success here. And I really do feel like you will be successful. But it also feels like connecting again to that. What made you excited about it? What made you connecting again to that heart center of like, why is it that this is important? This is important because, like, we need to move forward. We need to, like, you are about to not only have completion, but complete success with it. The King of Wands is this quality of leadership, but it's also just having the passion and passion and creativity, and just making it happen. It almost feels like there is a miracle thing to it, but it is just what you want, and then just making it happen through your action. And I feel like that is something here. There's a need for action. Standing your ground is great, and being determined is great, but there's that got you to where you are now, but now you need to take action, because this is a card in motion. And there's, sorry, I keep saying but there's a sense of confidence that needs to come through here, and that's why I feel like connecting to why this is important, why this is in your heart, why whatever this is, whatever it is that you've been wanting, why is it so important? It's connecting it to it. So it's the beginning of it's almost like it's the beginning of the end. No, it's the beginning of your success. It's the beginning of you leveling up and going further, and really completing this thing that you've been kind of blocked with. Now it has to do with, I think, this creativity is also going to give you this stability and this finances. This is the 9 of Coins, and it is that you have been working hard, and it shows here that you've been working hard on something. And so don't just give up. You're so close. You're already starting to see the harvest, but And there's a sense of Page of Coins here. So this is still like newness coming through. You can progress, and there's the progressing and in having this happiness, but it's just, it feels like it's still like the beginning here. So this feels like you're mastering something, and this feels like you're only starting to really get connected to this. I almost feel like to realize the abundance that is in you, to realize the abundance that you have inside, and also feel like family and support that's coming through. Like here it is, this coin that's kind of guiding you. So you're beginning this journey of, I think, manifestation, especially of money and and financial stability, if you will. Possibly even financial independence is what you're wanting, right? And so you're on your way there. But again, it is a sense of still, it's just the beginning. This is a beginning only, because this Page of Coins reminds me so much of the Fool's energy. But letting that, the knowing of what it is, because I feel like the Nine of Coins, you feel what abundance is. You feel the joy of abundance. You feel the freedom of abundance, right? Letting that guide you as you kind of move forward. You're like, you had a taste of it. Now make it something that's truly a part of you. So, and going off in this, not being like worried about it, because it's a sense of joy coming through. So I feel like it's combining your creative inspirations and this momentum, and also just looking at the fun in having abundance. A lot of people don't there's an issue with like money. They're like, money is the root of evil. It's really not. It's just energy, and how you use that energy. When I feel abundant, oh my goodness, it feels amazing, because I feel like all the beautiful things I can do for myself, but also for others. And it is not a sense of like lacking, but a sense of giving, a sense of having such fulfillment, that I can feel there is a freedom in abundance versus scarcity. Scarcity feels tight, it feels constricting. There is a difference. And I want you to see that abundance, yes, it can come from like love and all that there is, but financial abundance is pretty amazing. Like really being financially abundant, you just feel like, oh my goodness, all this, like you just think of ideas of how not like to spend, but how to give. It is truly awe-inspiring, and I feel that that's what you're doing. You're just in the beginning of it. So don't give up on this. This is something, because miracles are happening, and it is connecting to this. And I do feel like that wisdom, the high, you're being called from your higher self. This is an important lesson here for you. This is actually like, it feels like a life lesson here for you. Let's continue on. So what we have, aspire. We're aspiring for things. There's in the beginning for aspiring for higher things. And I feel like that comes from this feeling abundant, and then you know what it feels like, and then you want it, but you want it even more. You're aspiring to be even more than you are. This is beautiful new beginning. And we do have this clarify. So we are clarifying, and it's coming from connecting to why this is important, why you have this, like why you've been determined to achieve this, whatever it is that this is. Why is it? And if you can connect it, it's like there's the clarity. It'll guide you through it. It'll allow you to like reach those places where you aspire. As I have so celebration, love, rewards. Yeah, look at this. I feel like you are climbing that. You're getting bigger, and there's like a sense of growth here. This is the beginning of something major for you in terms of growth. And it is like there is celebration, there is rewards, and there is love. Like I said, there is a sense here as well as that of an abundance of everything, and especially creativity coming through. We also have the heart-shaped cookie. So hunger for love or fulfillment. It is just, and that hunger for, I would say, love and or fulfillment is what's guiding you here. And it's important. Because what is this? What is that hunger? Really, what is it like, and why do you want it? Something like that. connecting to the heart chakra. It almost feels like, and also just to me, this reminds me also of the Nine of Pentacles here. You have abundance of choice. And that's coming through here. Oof. I really, you have no idea how much I really enjoy this. See what the divination dice have for us. The collective of group 1. Okay. Alright, so let's go. We have happiness. Love is important. Yeah. So doing things from love, not from fear or anything, just comes from love. Almost feels like being a little bit drunk with it is fine. We also have, yeah, joy comes through again. I do love that. We also have, there's the motion coming through again. This is reminding me of motion. Things are progressing. It's almost like taking that leap of faith. And I love that the angel came right when I said take the leap of faith. So it is almost there. It is that believing in those miracles. Create your future. Yes, you create your future. You get to create this. You have the power now. We also have the stocking with the little things. So I just feel like, again, abundance is coming through. Gifts are coming through. And then there's a sense of giving. And here is that snowman without the hat. So that to me is like there's a missing part that's being given to you, and the hat is coming to me like that is the knowledge that's coming from spirit. Really connecting to spirit here is also important. It just feels like there are questions that you have are being answered by your higher self, that by that crown chakra. The hat is coming down. So that's important. Let's go ahead and see what sprinkle of charms we have for you. And then we have 2 more. I'm going to pull 2 more cards. So let's see. What new beginnings are coming for the collective of group 1? Okay. Okay. Come on, give me these 2 more. Oh, sure. And here it is, the sunshine. Yeah, look at that. The sun, the happiness, the fulfillment is coming through. And it was here with this. It just feels like made with a smile. So smiling, enjoying it. It really is. It is the sense of like, look, the happiness that's coming through there. It's not a sense of anything else. Just knowing that you're abundant. So have the little, I almost feel like, it's like an ice cream of a little cat. So it's like the joy of it. The joy, again, smiling. The joy. And with the cat here, it's almost with the Cheshire cat, as I always say. There's a hidden thing that's coming to light. There's a new wisdom coming from your higher self. There is still needing to tend to things. You still need to tend to your garden. But doing so not from a place of feeling like you have to, but rather because you want to, and that's important. And then the safety pin. It's always interesting to me because I always see this, especially in different things. It's like, it's, to me here, it's uniting this creativity with, like, your creativity with, like, what abundance is going to come through here. It's like, to me, a wish fulfillment, but it's like a combining of things, gathering 2 things, 2 cloths, and pinning it together for something amazing to come through. And as I said, that the sun, like, kind of peeked out further. So let's go ahead. So I think that's a big thing. So creativity and abundance is coming through. Your creative purpose is bringing you abundance. But there's a need for you to be like optimistic about it. There's a need for you to smile and have that, like, knowing that the abundance is yours regardless. Yeah, and there's like a celebration and rewards from this all. All right, let's see what other what new beginnings are coming for the collective of group 1. What new beginnings are coming for the collective of group 1, and what guidance can come from there. Trust. The trust. The robin trusts her wings, not the branch she sits on. So it's, and again, it's your sense of freedom. It is your own sense of creativity. It is not, I almost feel like, don't trust external things in terms of like I almost feel like take the wheel, drive that wheel, like be the driver of your life. And I feel like that is, you create your future, not somebody else. And here is music. There is a melody to be heard in the deepest part of the woods, if only we listen. Yes. Listening, you will see the wisdom of of your spirit guides, and I really feel like your highest self. Let's see, one more thing. What new beginnings are coming for the collective of group one? What new beginnings are coming for the collective of group one? What new beginnings are coming for the collective of group one? Look at that. Appreciate the simple things. Yeah. Oh, I love that. What new beginnings are coming for the collective of group one? This one. Beware of narcissistic energy. And that's actually something, again, it is really where you connect. Where is this desire coming from? It needs to come from your heart, not the ego. And I've been feeling like that is something so important this time right now. It's almost like, and it makes sense because we are in this full moon in Leo. But it is like the ego is trying to head us towards one direction, but our higher self is trying to guide us to a different path. And it really is set the bar higher. And it really is that we want to listen to our higher self right now, not the ego, but the higher self. Do things from your heart, from your real heart, like from your true heart there, and you will succeed. The things that you will accomplish will amaze you. I think you don't even know how successful they will be. I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please do consider commenting, liking, and subscribing. I appreciate every single one of you. I appreciate all of you who have been commenting, subscribing, and sharing, and just hearing, like reading your comments are always like, it always makes my day. And also just you being here, sharing your energy, sharing your time, and sharing your journey with me. I am humbled and in awe of it. I am sending you so much love, so much light, so much success, and the magic that awaits you. Until I see you in the next one. Bye-bye, my dear friends. Hello, group 2. I am so happy that you are here. Okay, so you chose this beautiful card, and you chose, it is all about letting go. That's been something I've been working out recently, letting go. It's so hard. I try in terms of like, and I actually achieve it, and then something pulls me back. So I'm there with you, my friend. So letting go here is letting go of the leaves, and this reminds me a lot of I'm not sure if it was to pick a card this week or if it was last week. There was I think it was this week. The leaves falling. We need to let go of those leaves that are falling because they're no longer they just no longer, there's nothing there, there's dead leaves. This reminds me a lot of almost like letting go, but it's also like a walking away, a sense. So it's like a little 8 of Cups energy coming through here, because those cups are empty. Those leaves are no longer, like they're no longer alive almost, right? They just kind of are withering away. That's a bit heavy there, but what I'm saying is we need to let go of those things that are no longer helping us or that are kind of dead weight at this point. And I feel like there's other things that are coming. Even if we let go, there's new things, and this is the whole point of the new beginnings coming through. Yeah, actually, I remember you actually got, look at this. And then, because in look at that. Oh, I love this. Because you have the spirit guardian of autumn, but you also have the spirit guardian of spring. Oh my goodness. I just pull cards, and I see them a little bit, but not really like engage in them. Wow. This actually just took my breath away in this. So the spring, the letting go of things, right? We're letting go of those leaves that are no longer serving us. It almost feels like this is winter here. It's the progress. I'm seeing your new beginning, and I'm seeing the power comes from, because this to me seems like winter, because there's that sleep, that regeneration coming through. And then we have this activation. This is like the new beginning. This is like the coming out. So I feel like for you, this new beginning is the spring, but I want you to see it also feels like it's showing me almost like the timeline, the shift, the transformation from one stage to the other. And I feel like it might be, oh wow, okay, it might be that you're in different stages, in different areas in your life. This is what I'm hearing. You're in different stages in different parts of your life. So you have all this, and it's funny because the summer is missing, but you have all these other things that are coming through here. And so we have the fall. In some aspects, in some areas, you're releasing things. In the beginning, it's coming from letting go of things. Knowing the things that you need to let go of is important. Then for some of you, for another part aspect is we have the new beginning of power of this like winter. And it's almost like it's in action. It's going deep within ourselves. It's going into ourselves. Because winter is really all about reflection, is that going within ourselves. And so this is the power for some of you. That is the aspect that's going in here. It's almost like going in, almost working on, because I do feel like there's the moon over there. So almost working on kind of your shadow self as well, releasing that. And then here it is, that this is the beginning of activation, the beginning of I almost feel like a whole new beginning of different aspects in your life, and different like chords here that are being guided here, with the fairies guiding your path. And here with the swan is letting me know that it's all about grace. There's a grace here that needs to have. There's a knowing this trajectory, knowing this that you've gone through, or that you're going through again, but knowing that you can handle it all with the grace, with your own grace, with trusting in, and the grace of spirit, the grace of God, if you will. It is there. That is there. It is like you can, and what I'm seeing is the image of a swan floating on the lake. The reflection is there, so I feel like that's our shadow self, the reflection coming through. But the slow wake, the grace of them. There's a sense of like, of that they will move through it all, regardless of which stage they are. There's a sense of floating and moving, and then there's a ripple of water. It's such a beautiful image. I'm really liking this. Just reading so far. This was totally done by, I asked Spirit, and Spirit, this is what it guided me to do. So you have the Fool, so it's definitely, or let me actually move these a little higher so they can still be a part of our reading, not being covered up so much. So we have the Full energy, we have the Four of Cups, yeah. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. The Queen of Wands and the Hierophant. Oh wow, look at that. So you have two major arcanas guiding our path here, and then and the path that I'm seeing here is, yes, a new beginning here, and that is, this for me is the Spring card, the Fool, the new beginning completely. You actually have the Fool, which is totally a new beginning coming through here, but we also have this Four of Cups, right? Which is us missing out on something. It is us not seeing that all that's being offered to us, because we're kind of focusing on something else. Here it almost feels like we're focusing on the heart here, so focusing on the past. It to also kind of almost, this actually, although it feels like it's a Four of Cups, it also has a little bit of Five of Cups energy as well in here. Is actually just the reflection of the water. So there's something that's important about reflection of water for your group too. It's just, that was the image I saw too. It's really kind of connecting to that shadow aspect of ourselves, and being okay with it, like understanding, accepting this, and then seeing that there is potential, there is light for us, especially with this new beginning at hand. Now, what I find very interesting, and I do love, is this Queen of Wands energy. It's also like these two energies are feeling very much like the spirit guardian of spring, because the Queen of Wands is like, she's taking care of all these beautiful flowers, and it's almost like it's your own creativity coming through here, right? The Queen of Wands is all about creativity and being inspired with that creativity. It is the pre-step. It's like that enjoyment and fulfillment coming through from the creative aspect. It's not the King of Wands, but it's like she's very close to it. She's more of like the emotional aspect of it, the divine feminine aspect of like creativity, of like the passion, the real passion. It's like, whoa, it takes your breath away in a sense. Because it's just like this excitement, and the full energy also has this excitement coming through. So I feel like this is a new beginning for you. Now we're working on letting go, and this is what I see, the autumn energy here. We're not noticing stuff. We have things that we're holding on to, and we're missing out on these cups energies. And even like a little buddy here having like these two balloons trying to cheer us up, or hear a message coming through as well. So I feel like there's a lot of things coming, possibly somebody who's there trying to cheer you up, or things that are fun, or some messages that's coming through, but you've been holding on to things. And that's why this new beginning is here, of letting go. You're starting, I feel like you're letting this go. You're letting go of the Four of Cups of apathy. You are starting to wake up and go connect to your passion. Now, this is an interesting one because it's the Hierophant. It is when we have a teacher, guidance, and it also feels like it is also learning, right? It's the learning, but it's also being the math, like the teacher and also the student, and that's an important thing. And I feel like this is connecting to this Power card. So there might be somebody who is trying to guide you, maybe connecting to somebody that will help you. It's like, so for some of you it feels like a spiritual person. For others it might just be somebody who will help you make these dreams come true, because you are the full energy. Is like you're going in it, you don't really know what's happening, but maybe there is a need for a guidance to achieve the things that we want, because it feels like the progress that you've been going through, and you have this. Now you need somebody, so a mentor maybe. So it depends on where it is. So if it's a creative endeavor, maybe a mentor for that. If it's more of like emotional one, a mentor in terms of that as well. So guidance is here for you. Let's actually see what other things are coming through for you. So we have exploring. Yeah, this is again this energy of the full energy. So you explore. And it feels like you're like, oh, there's nothing to see here, but no, there is. It's an open space for your exploration. It's an open space for this full energy, for new beginnings. You get to decide kind of what's happening here, and then there's a sense of rejuvenation. We're releasing this Four of Cups, and in releasing this Four of Cups, we have the gift. We're flowing. I feel like all the emotions are flowing, and they're flowing out into this new beginning here. You're starting to see those cups. You're starting to see the possibility and potential, but it really is really about letting go of some of, like, for me it's emotions. For you, letting go of emotions, letting go of this past energy of like I want to say, like, in a gentlest way, I can say, stop living in the past. It's no longer serving you. Take the knowledge. I'm not saying forget, like not acknowledge those memories, but forget, like, stop living in the past where you are, oh, this was better in the past. No, you have potential for something amazing in like now and in the future. So that is where your focus needs to be. And maybe you need some help with that. Maybe needing to recognize it as you got in that guidance coming through. And see where we have. So empathy, and I feel you. There is a sense of empathy. There's the sense of understanding, but it's also a sense of transformation and healing. Lavender and butterflies, transformation, and it's the 3. I feel like that's 3, like almost like a 3 of cups energy coming through here. So maybe connecting to new friends, connecting to a sense of community coming through. People who are also going through a transformation. Maybe that is this guidance that needs to come as you go through this. We also have hourglass. So we have, it is seeing from a different perspective, or wasting precious, unmeasurable time. I'm trying to like squeeze it all here. To me, if based on what I'm saying here, it is, if you're looking at things in different perspective, which I think it is something that you need to see, it is that feels like the hangman energy, but it's also like it's, and I don't usually well, we're gonna go with this, even though it's a little like a wasting precious and measurable time. And I'm gonna actually go with that. And I don't usually, but I want you to see, because you focusing on the past, or focusing on, because it just feels like that, is focusing on this apathy, this thing of like how things should have been or what could have done in the past. Like I said, if you're focusing on the past, and if you're living in the past, and you're wasting the present and you're wasting the future. It is, I'm trying to say it in the kindest way possible, but it is true. I see it in so many people I love. Their whole perspective, their whole experience of living now is always based on, like, they will tell me stories of their past, like all the past, all the time. And I often, and I try, and it's hard to break that from somebody who lives in the past, to try to shift them into the present and the future. I like do my best, but it cannot be an external thing. It has to be you who has to decide, okay, I make peace with this past, I let it go. Not saying to forget the memories, I'm just saying shift your focus from the past into the present and into the future. And I'm not saying, and the important thing is here, I'm saying the present is very important, but in the future focus, what I'm saying is in the potential of what is yet to come, the beautiful things that are coming through. There's a rejuvenation because of that, right? If we focus in the past, there's nothing we can do there. It's done. It's over. It really is. It is those sleeves coming down. We cannot stop it. It is done. It is over. And we either have to for me, it's like making the peace with it. Appreciate what happened. If you live in your past because you're like, I had great times there, then accept it and be like, wow, what can I do to have that experience here in my present and in the future? And if the past was crappy and you're like, oh my God, I want to change it. I had whatever it is, you had a tough time growing up, childhood, whatever it is. Okay, what can we learn from them? What would I have liked then that I could give myself now and in the future? And this is like super important, because I'm seeing your path here and I'm getting all full of energy right now, because it's important. So important. This is so important here. Because the transformation is you, and I feel like you have the power, but I feel a part of you is saying, I wants to stay in the past, and I'm saying to you, no, my dear, you are going to the present now, and you're going to a future that's going to be amazing. You have infinite potential. This may seem like, oh my God, this is a barren land. No, this is a total expansive. You can see there is nothing holding you back. It's just an expanse, and you get to explore it. Oh my goodness. So the divination dies before I go. I get all preachy, and I already know I did, but I'm sorry. We have the bell, so it is letting us know again. It is, as it's calling us, it is telling us, yes, it is time. It is the time. It is waking us up. The snowflake letting us know that it is unique, and I feel like that's an important thing. Your life is so unique. You gotta live it. Oh my goodness. If there's anything I can tell you, if there's only one reading you actually hear, it's like that living your life is so important. And not in your past, but in your present. And yes, planning for the future, but really living it now. Oh my goodness. And then there's this celebration. There is a potential coming through of the Two of Cups right there. There's the potential for so many amazing things like friendship, love coming through, growth, the uniqueness, understanding the uniqueness that is you. Beautiful. I love this. It's telling me there's a skeptical, you're like skeptical about it. I understand. Maybe you have the love coming through. Yes, guiding you. Love is coming, but using that is your perspective coming through, and like money coming through as well. Like there's worth coming in all of this. And it says, shine like a bright diamond. Shine like the bright diamond that you are. You cannot shine brightly if you're living in the past, my dear. And that's just how it is. We only shine brightly when we're living here in the now, planning for the future, but most importantly, living in the now. And if there's something that you don't like about the now, then guess what? You have the power to change it. You have the power to create your own reality, my dear. Let's go see what it is we have. Okay. We have, I like this leaf, because to me leaves, you think that leaves are all the same, but again, it's like that snowflake. The leaves are here. It actually has several meanings, the leaves here. So every leaf is unique. There's not, like, they will never be the same. And I want you to understand that there's a uniqueness to you, and it's a uniqueness to your path as well. But it's also letting go of those autumn leaves, or releasing those. But you know what happens? They fall down, but new leaves come. And I feel like that is this importance with the leaf coming. This is the blossoming of your heart right there. The blossoming of your heart is coming through here as well. And I feel like you have, again, this is a sense of 3 that's important, and that comes from friendship, but it's also coming from something else, that you have the potential, again, to color your life. You have the potential to draw, paint what you want in your life, and to make it happen. Maybe a help coming from all those that are also going through that transformation will help you see that. The fleur-de-lis, it is often, there's a sense of, what is it that I want to say? A sense of, connecting to this, I want to say grace, but it's not grace that although like swan is what I'm saying. There is a sense of grace there for you, but it's also like a sense of dignity. Holding your head up high, because the past is the past, but now you're ready to move forward, and with your head up high. I don't know why. I almost, like, my back actually, like, I was kind of slumping back, and then this just made me sit up straight. There's a sense of there's a sense of taking, there's a sense of pride, but not a pride of like, the past is the past, right? And now you're moving forward with a sense of grace and a sense of dignity. Beautiful. Oh, I love it. All right, let's see what we have more. Let's see what other things. Let's see what guidance we can have, or what for this new beginning of this uncertainty. So the shades of gray within the fog will eventually lift. Even as we go through this, there is uncertainty, but the transformation you are doing is great, and we do have opportunities. Unfurl like the fern, even without warm sunlight. You have the opportunities to create. You have them to open your heart, even if you don't have the sunlight yet. If there's still uncertainty here for you, and there's a sense of renew here. So nature continuously renews itself year after year. So it is time for you. This is a new beginning of you actually renewing yourself. There's rejuvenation, renewing yourself completely. So for some of you, it's like time for a new look, time for something new. So that is all about that. Okay, sorry, that's way too many. Oh, yes, have no regrets. That's okay. Alright, so okay, it was too many, but I'm still going to use them. So we have no regrets. That's something that's coming here. Have no regrets. And that's important. I want you to see that, because the Four of Cups, there's regrets there. Because it was Four of Cups, but it's also reminding me of the Five of Cups. And then we have set the bar high. So you have this. You have the potential to have really amazing things. And this is actually came in group 1 as well. And then you have the power. Look at that. You have power twice here. Power here and power here. And connecting to it is important. So you have the power to get this. All the things that you want, my dear. Okay, I think that's it. I really like this reading. I've been enjoying doing each pile has, these beginnings are strong. So please let it guide you. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you liked this reading, and if you did, please do consider commenting, liking, and subscribing and sharing. To all of you who have been commenting, liking, and subscribing, I appreciate all your comments. I appreciate your likes. I really do. You make my day every day. It may take me a while to reply, but really, you have no idea. It really makes my day. It makes me smile. It makes me, if you knew me, I would actually do a little happy dance, but I do this for you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for sharing your time, sharing your energy, and sharing your journey with me. I am beyond humbled and just like in awe of it. It's like, wow, especially with this, I'm like, oh wow, you have no idea. I'm sending you so much love, so much light, so much happiness, and so much joy, and unbelievably new, beautiful beginnings for you, my dears. Until I see you in the next one, bye-bye. Group 3, I am so happy that you are here with me and you chose this beautiful card. It is all about, oh wow, actually was talking about this in group 2's a little bit here, so this is interesting. We also have this one, so we have stillness and sanctuary. So what I'm seeing is a new beginning for you is actually, I'll take these away for a little bit. So a new beginning for you is this. It feels like a Four of Swords energy. The stillness is almost here, but it's also like, this actually is reminding me of the Fool energy, and this is reminding me of the Four of Swords. Even though it's the Four of Swords, possibly a Four of Wands, but 4 is definitely something that I'm feeling here. Now, so this is what the new beginning here comes. I'm sorry, I'm shifting. From a sense of really actually almost feel like getting to know yourself. This is the new beginning of really actually getting to know who you are. Are you a swan? Maybe you were the ugly duckling who has shifted and changed and is now having the swan moment. To me, for me, the ugly duckling is actually a story about discovering your true beauty, and maybe that is what I'm feeling like. You are actually seeing the true beauty in yourself. I do like that. And then the sanctuary here. I love these animals here. So we have the rabbit, which I feel is like the rabbit, the white rabbit that we fall down and see the rabbit hole, which is actually kind of our own internal, going deep within ourselves and actually understanding ourselves. Again, there's a need to go deep within yourself. Now we have the bear here, and the bear signifies dreams, the dream state. There's a dream state, but there's also a strength in the bear, a gentleness and strength all at the same time. One of my spirit animals is the bear too. So it's connecting to, I think, in here as your dreams are your sanctuary too. This almost feels like you're going into your dreams. Now, this is the fox. Oh, love the fox. Very cunning, understanding, witty. You could say the Queen of Swords. I don't know why, but I want to say that. But what I'm seeing here is that you need to, in the stillness and finding your beauty and finding your true beauty here, There's also a need to go in your dreams are important. As a new beginning comes from your dreams, it is almost like they're guiding you in this. I'm not going to call it a transformation. I'm going to call it an awakening. Your dreams are guiding you in your awakening. And there's a sense of like beautiful things here. Now, here we have this purple, which is letting me know of like your crown chakra. And also here we have the yellow, which is letting me know about your solar plexus chakra, or third chakra. So there's a sense of confidence, a sense of light coming through here, and a sense of the reflecting coming through again from your higher self, understanding your true beauty. And I really do feel like for me this is a sense of awakening, awakening to who you truly are. And your dreams play a very strong aspect in it. Let's see what other things are coming through. We have the Chariot. Oh yeah, we're actually gonna put this over here. They're over here. There we go. Chariot. Movement forward. Choices. Seven of Wands. The Emperor. And the Ten of Cups. Wow. Now this is interesting. You're like, why is that interesting? Okay. The Bear is the Emperor here. So what I'm seeing is that there's a sense of joy and happiness, a sense of fulfillment coming through here, which is coming from, Michael, I'm trying to, so the Emperor and the Chariot, there's a momentum moving there as well. So this momentum I'm seeing here is from taking inspired action, right? Inspired action is going to lead you to this movement forward. And there's also the sense of choice here. Now, how do I say this? I'm seeing the choice here because I'm trying to find the choice. The choice is the Seven of Wands or the Ten of Cups. Now, fulfillment, happiness, and joy, or do you want to be? And here there's this a thing. If you actually listen to all the other stuff, there's a sense of ego playing a part here. Ego. So the ego here is letting me know, do you want to actually be, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing to stand apart, but it's actually almost like, I feel like a bit of a show off, right? I'm not saying not to stand apart, not to know the difference, but there's a sense of ego of like, going in kind of energy. So like it's saying, what choices do you have? This is rather fulfillment here or standing alone. So here we have the Ten of Cups, but it's actually like two. It could be your shadow self and your light self, like you're coming together and having this fulfillment. It does feel like that because, again, it's like a reflection of yourself, really understanding your true self. Or do you want to stand apart and kind of like be, and now I'm not saying that standing apart, like it's not saying against like your uniqueness, but rather it's like almost like the ego saying like, no, I am apart, but not really fully understanding. And for some of you though, sorry. So there's, I feel like for some of you, this is definitely an awakening. It is a coming together with your true self, with this Ten of Cups, and then finding complete total fulfillment there. The movement forward, it is also saying like it is kind of finding your power as well. Like in your power to take action, you have the power to make things happen. And when you do, you see the fast momentum, taking inspired action, going through it, but inspired action based on this happiness and connecting who you are versus trying to like be a bit separate, being like, like I'm going to have the upper hand on situations, right? There's no need for that. You stand your ground. You are very powerful. There's a difference here. See the difference here. This is true power coming from the Emperor, right? Not the ego self, but from the true self, and that is this coming happiness, and then it's the Chariot. Now, for others of you, oh, this is interesting. This new beginning is actually coming from love. And I don't say this like all often, but it is coming from in the stillness and understanding. It is almost like you have been pursuing somebody, or you've been pursuing love, but kind of kept keeping yourself adrift in a different thing. But now it is time for the stillness. It's understanding. It is coming together. So love is coming, a new beginning in love coming through here. Again, dreams are important, and the bear can actually signify the emperor coming through. And so this is your truth counterpart coming through with this emperor. And with the Chariot, it's actually going to move forward. It is going to move forward, and there is this happiness here. But there is a sense of wants, but those, for some of you, the defensiveness needs to come down. Those defenses, those things that keep, like the the sword energy. This is to me always like, even though it's a 7 of Wands, it's almost like you have the prickles. You're prickly, like a real prickly pear, ready to, you've been hurt in the past, so now you're trying to avoid any kind of like hurt. Now that is not strength. That is actually fear and scarcity. Now this beginning is letting us know that no, you are in this reflection, in this stillness. I almost feel like this new beginning comes in terms of love, with the emperor coming through here. It is, and I feel like you feel it and you experience it in your dream state, in your subconscious, in your dream state. So in like the 5D, you're experiencing this right now, and it might be where your defenses are trying to go up, and here is the universe is saying like, no. There's a sense of like, you will overcome yourself. You will see the shadow self, and you will understand that this is coming from ego. And in doing so, in this 5D, you're in the 3D, you're going to have this new love potential coming through here, the new beginning in love. And even if this is not a new person, this could be if you're already in a relationship. Still, there's a sense of your walls were up and now they're coming down, and you have this new true connection with this person. Like it is moving forward, it is progressing. With the Chariots, it is the horses there remind me of the 2 of Cups. This reminds me of the 2 of Cups, and even though it's a 10 of Cups, it's like there is a sense of love coming through and fulfillment. For some of you. So it's like, it's either you're awakening to your power and really like, and I mean to your power and to your power of creation and manifestation, or you're awakening to your power of love, and both things are amazing. So I love this group. Let's see. So we have achieve. Yeah. So I want to show you, this is like, let's put you over here. So this achieving is always like with the mountains. There are obstacles, there's things that are uncertain, but you still move forward. You still allow yourself to go forth. You have the power to achieve. You have the Emperor energy and the Chariot energy, and awaken. Yeah, I really do feel like this is like an awakening of love, or it's an awakening of your own spiritual and your own power. But regardless, it's an awakening. This is totally an awakening, and it's not. And I want you to see that it's not in the awakening. Doesn't come from like this like action, but rather from reflection, from this reflecting of yourself, understanding your true self, and in the stillness. And you're achieving this as well. Wow, so beautiful. And the tree is also here. This tree is like, it's knowledge coming through. All right, let's see what other things are coming. So, perplexed. Yeah, and I do feel like this is going to kind of cause you to be a little perplexed, because they feel like you are really starting to understand that there's so many different aspects to yourself. There's not, because this is the reflection. There are so many aspects to yourself. There are so many, I almost feel like spirit animals or like characteristics to you that you maybe not have or have not been aware of, or you have not wanted to connect to, but now you are ready. You understand the wholeness of you. We also have date. So fun, excitement, meetings. Fear of dating someone new. Okay. And so that's the fear coming through here for some of you. And there's also the sense of like coming through of like excitement coming. And with this, it feels like there's cups. There's a cup coming. This is the ace. I was wondering where the ace of cups was coming, because I feel like that's a new beginning for you. The ace of cups. And it has blueberries, like health. It's also blue, like a top chakra as well. And also maybe your third eye chakra. So like insights coming through. This is so amazing. I'm just like, wow. This is such a strong. I mean, everyone was strong. I have to say, I'm like, wow. Spirit chose it for a reason, right? And I love that there's two different meanings for you, group 3. And it may be that you're doing both. You're figuring it out, but it's like you're really connecting to yourself, and you're also connecting to somebody who's very important, to your counterpart as well. But yes, this is what's been blocking you, is that 7 of Wands energy. But now it's like you're awakening to it. You understand yourself a little bit more in the stillness. Maybe in solitude you found out, or in like how, I don't know. It could also be the time of how it is. But now you're awakening to your power, and I love it. Oh, and you see this as also like the solar plexus and the sun coming through again. So I do like that again. Oh, look at that. Chariot is being reflected on this. The reindeer taking leap of faith and moving forward. Momentum is moving forward. This little bell has been wanting to come out. It's like letting us know. It's like a message that's coming through. It's like you have it. You are awakening here. We have lighting. I do feel like, how do I say this? You are shining your light, because you're connecting to yourself, but you understand that there's more to your light than just one light. There's like 3. There's different layers to you, and you're understanding these layers. You're a bit worried. Yeah, there is a worried here, because we have the clouds and the mountains. Even if you feel that there are obstacles and there's confusion, you can achieve it. You can overcome it. The mountains, especially I'm looking at it in Lenormand, they are blocks. Maybe they slow us down. They do it, but you overcome them. You can overcome them. So that's an important thing. So yeah. Oh, you create your future. Yeah, this has been like what it's been saying a lot. A lot of it's like you create that future of yours. You have the power. And with that Emperor energy, you do. And there's joy and happiness. Look at that. There may be confusion, but overall there's joy and happiness in there. Love that. Let's see what your sprinkle of charms are. Letting us know. Sprinkle of charms, right? Collective of group 3's new beginning. Okay. Okay, wow, look at that. You have the sun coming through again. Like I keep seeing the sun for you, and this is sunflower. Taking care of yourself. Yeah, taking care of yourself. Taking care of your dreams. A wish come true. So a wish come true just for you. Family is important and slow. Even if it's slow progress, we have the Eiffel Tower here. So it feels like, again, moving forward, progressing over, like moving. For some of you, though, it's a new beginning. Maybe you're traveling to Paris or somewhere that you've been wanting to travel. Transformation, yeah, you're transforming because you have this awakening, completely awakening here. The paper clip. Paper clip is, I'm always like, it puts papers together. It's almost like, I feel like you're organizing, like yourself, organizing your thoughts, organizing who you are in a sense. How do I explain it? In the stillness, you're organizing. And in that organization, it's like, it's the awakening. It's like you're understanding yourself a little bit more. And by organization, I mean like there's no like the clutter is vanishing, and rather it's like you're focusing on things instead. And that's the organization. I mean, and for some of you, there's something to do with music, or using the tools that you have, right? Using it instead of like, you still get calluses even if you play, with this pick, but making it easier on yourself using the instruments. And I feel like instruments here, I actually feel your gifts, like your psychic or gifts, and if it's somebody else's, if it's for love, it is like, it might just be a music connection for some of you though. Take it how you will. Always take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Let's see what guidance we have for you for this new beginning. Group 3. Origins. Remember your roots. Yeah. I feel like I remember your gifts. Remember who you are, I think. I feel like sometimes we get so... well, it happens to me. We get caught up in the drama of the world, of other people, and of other things, and we kind of live that. Like, I almost feel like we get sucked in by the Maya, and then, you know, the illusion. And then once we realize it, we're like, oh boy, we're in that... we go in that rabbit hole, I guess. But the truth is that we are more powerful than we think. Oh wow, look at this. Teach. Inspire others and let nature be your greatest teacher. So nature, connecting to nature is important. Maybe inspiring others. I just feel like you inspire others, definitely. There's a lot of light coming through here for you. And dance. Wow, I love this. Allow yourself some fun each day, just as the sun dances with the moon each night. Look at that. And the sun is coming out again. And there is a sense of that. It's the sun and the moon. So the shadow and the light self coming through again. Like, allow yourself that fun of dancing with both. All right, let's see what other things are coming. Let's see what other coming for you. I love this. New beginning. Your hard work will pay off. Love it. And it's a beach. So maybe some of you are going on vacation. Well, I feel Tarot's telling me. I appreciate the simple things. Oh, I love that because it came in for group 1 as well. One more. Let's do one more. What new beginnings are coming for you? Don't hold your breath. Yep. Don't hold your breath. And it feels like don't try to like prevent yourself from changing, because the change is coming. And then also, like, you will gain confidence. Yes, you will. I do feel that that's a very strong message for you because of like all the yellows here for you. Confidence is the key. At the bottom of the deck, which is kind of what's been, this has been all the new beginnings. It's set the bar high. It's been in every single one, so that's an important message I think Spirit has for everybody. Okay, I hope you liked this reading, and if you did, please do consider commenting, liking, and subscribing. I truly appreciate that you are here, that you're sharing your beautiful energy, sharing your beautiful time, and of course sharing your beautiful journey with me. I'm always in awe of that, and I always appreciate it. And I love your comments and your likes and subscriptions. I get so happy when I see those. It takes me a while to reply, but I'm always happy, and it does make my day. Yeah, with that, I'm sending you so much love, so much light, so much happiness, and oh, such a beautiful awakening. Until I see you in the next one. Bye-bye, my beautiful friends.